Marshmallow Moments episode. Today I will be teaching you how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. First off, let's start with the ingredients. We have some very delicious bread. Then we have peanut butter and jelly. Next we have a plate because we do not want to spill crumbs everywhere. And lastly, we have a butter knife. Warning, kids, knives are bad and dangerous. Be safe with them. Yeah. Now take your peanut butter and open it gracefully. Then, take your butter knife and scoop some of the peanut butter out onto your piece of bread. Then, you want to spread it on half of your bread.
How you are, you just have to say that you're fine, and you're not really fine, but you just can't get it.
After you open your jelly, take a fresh, clean knife and scoop some of the jelly out and put it on your piece of bread. Then, spread it along the other half of your bread. Because I am using one piece of bread, I will then go ahead and fold it on over. And there you have it. Food is more than survival. Whether it is served on fine china or paper plates, food brings us together and promotes conversation. We eat when we're happy, we eat when we're sad, to celebrate and strengthen relationships. Good food is one of life's greatest pleasures, and the sharing of food has always been part of the human history. Every meal, every recipe, and every ingredient reflects where we come from and the culture we live in. Food is an expression of ethnicity and an individual's origin. Not many people think about the traditions and backgrounds that can be found when looking into their favorite foods or family's dishes. A lot can be learned from what a person likes to eat or likes to cook. Even the most simple recipes can identify where you or your family is from and the culture that it represents. The strong connection between food and culture has the power to bring people from all walks of life together.
The saying "you are what you eat" is literally true. Every one of your cells is replaced in about 7 years, and your food is what those new cells are made from. So take a good look at what you have on your plate. It is about to be a part of you. If you want your body to perform at peak level, make sure you are giving it good quality material to work with.
Hey, guess what? We have another staff shoutout. So, we're gonna give you a few clues to see if you can guess who it is. Good luck!
Can you guess which teacher has the recipe for success? Here are your clues. This teacher is a farm girl by heart. She loves to play games. And she loves to be creative and fun. If you guess Miss Shmuel, then you win the Chef Hat Award.
Speaking of Mrs. Schmoll, let's check out what is happening in foods class these days.
So how has online foods class been going so far? Honestly, it's been going really, really well. There have been up and down moments, just like any other class, I'm sure. It's been a learning process because cooking is such a huge part of foods class. It needs to be incorporated into the remote and into the hybrid learning as well. Students are given home lab assignments, and with these home lab assignments, they have the freedom to select any recipes that they want to, as long as they're able to demonstrate to me some certain culinary skills with each week. And this has opened up the gates for my foods class students. They are exploring new recipes, new ingredients, new gadgets that they have at home, and it's been really great to see. Because they get to choose their own recipe, they're cooking for their family the way that they prefer to. They're using ingredients they have on hand, stuff they already have in their kitchen. So that's been really, really fun to see. Something that's missing from being remote is that kids aren't able to work in small groups, which is a big part of this class as well. They're cooking at home, which means they are spending more time with their family in the kitchen and siblings, which is never a bad thing. So even though we're not in the classroom all together, it is a really great thing to see so many kids spending more time with their families in the kitchen. I have also been able to see a lot of past students coming in and working with some of the current kiddos in foods class. So that has been really great for me personally to see. I do want to give a big shout out to any kid who have had foods this year, so far, you guys really helped to establish a good game plan for remote and hybrid foods class. I know that it wasn't always easy, but I appreciated all your feedback and all of your participation when you did have foods class this year. To my current food students, I am super pumped to see what sort of things you come up with during your home lab assignments.
Here's some food for thought. It's time for our classroom shoutouts.
In our country, you often hear breakfast is the most important meal of the day. In many Spanish-speaking countries, breakfast, desayuno, is typically a light meal of coffee, fruit, and a sweet roll. The most important meal of the day is lunch, lonche, and it usually consists of multiple courses such as soup, salad, the main meal, and dessert. It is normally served between 1 and 3 p.m., which is then followed by an afternoon nap, siesta. Supper, cena, is served late, usually after 8 p.m. and is a light snack. In Spanish class, you will learn many vocabulary words that relate to food as well as the Spanish culture.
Many of us question why we need math class or why we need to learn about fractions. Well, fractions are important because they tell you what portion of a whole you need, have, or want. We use fractions every day without even knowing it. Fruit is a great example. Every time we cut an apple or break apart an orange, we are taking pieces of the whole. Fractions are also used in baking to tell how much of an ingredient to use or how to cut or double a recipe. Our math teachers help us build skills to solve real-life issues.
We assume we did not get any musical submissions for our last Marlowe's Got Talent because all of our talented Mustangs are working hard on the productions of Annie or The Lion King. Keep working hard. We can't wait to see them.
Do you like to cook or bake? If so, share a photo or video of any food creation with one of your teachers by the end of January so it can be showcased. We unfortunately can't taste it, but we sure would love to see it.
We're here with Josephine. She personally doesn't eat a lot, but she sure drinks a lot of water. She wanted to help with today's video. Henry loves food, and today we'll be discussing some of Henry's favorite local restaurants, foods, and drinks. He loves ice cream, and one of his favorite places is Nanny's Gelato. It's a local, friendly environment, and Henry loves how this family's business has really nice workers. They serve the most delicious gelato. They don't only sell gelato, though. They have a variety of different foods and drinks, so Henry definitely suggests giving it a try. One of Henry's favorite places to go for lunch is Noodles & Company. He especially loves their mac and cheese. They even have vegetarian options and gluten-sensitive options. Their workers are kind and patient, and it's a great local place. They have all kinds of noodles, appetizers, and yummy food. It's an amazing, affordable restaurant.
Hello everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. But right before we go, I'm going to teach you guys how to make marshmallow water, my favorite dish. So first, you need a bunch of marshmallows. Like a bunch. Okay, now you'll need some water. Use as much water as possible. Although I don't have much, you use as much as you can. Okay, next you want to boil all of this stuff until the marshmallows melt. I'll be back after I do that. And now all of the marshmallow stuff is all boiled up. Oh no, I spilled some. That's fine. This is not very expensive to make. Okay, now you'll have to freeze this until it's frozen. Okay. It's frozen now. Now you need to get a fork and eat it. It'll be very tasty, hopefully. That was very tasty. 10 out of 10 recommend to anybody. Well, that's all for today. Remember, you're the cook of your own kitchen.